Hello and welcome to a new tutorial. This is Daisy. Today I will be making a wooden welcome sign for Porch. And to make this welcome sign, we're going to use wood, any Cricut machine, vinyl, and paint. First, let's prepare the materials that we're going to use. Select the wood we're going to use. You can use new wood or recycled fence or pallet boards. The sign can be made of a single piece or several boards joined together. You can use the paint of your choice: chalk paint, acrylic, or any water-based paint. I prefer not to use oil-based paint. Small brushes, permanent vinyl, or stencil vinyl, transfer tape, a hot glue gun, and to decorate it, you may use fabric, jute fabric, jute rope, jute twine, wired ribbon, flowers, leaves, etc. The board that I will be customizing today has been painted with white chalk paint. You could leave the wood unpainted or you could paint in the color of your choice. Also, you can decorate the board before painting the text or after. If you do it after, make sure to leave enough room. And we're going to start working with the design in Cricut Design Space. But before, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and press the notification bell. First, we're going to measure the board. My wooden board measures 10 by 63 inches, so I inserted a rectangle with those measurements. On the top, we're going to leave room for the decoration. I am going to leave an 11 inches space. On the bottom, I'm going to leave 9 inches. I'm going to go to Shapes and insert a square. Click on the lock and change the measurements to 10 by 43 inches. This is the space we will have for the text. Now let's insert the text. Go to Text and type. Click on the lock and resize the letters. I'm going to select and change the font to Arial. I'm going to use a simple font and I'm going to make it bold. I think that one's fine. Now ungroup and we're going to place the letters on the gray rectangle. I think they are a little too big, so we're going to resize it. I'm going to leave 1.5 inches space on each side. Since the board is 10 inches wide, I'm going to resize the letters to 7 inches. And I think I'm going to make the letters a little taller. I'm going to click on the lock and I'm going to change the measurements to 7 by 9. And we're going to do the same with the rest. Click on the lock, change the measurements to 7 by 9. So this is how it's going to look. Now I'm going to bring the letters to the side and I'm going to show you how we're going to cut the stencil. I'm going to show you two ways. Select all the letters, align center horizontally, then duplicate. On this one we're going to group. This one has to be ungrouped. First, I'm going to show you how to cut the stencil using the Explore Air 2 or Maker. After that, I'm going to teach you how to make the stencil in case you wish to cut it with your Cricut Maker 3 or Explore Air 3. I'm going to place this one aside. On this one, we're going to make a stencil for each letter. So let's go to Shapes, insert a square, change the measurements to 10 by 10, duplicate to make one for each letter, now send it to the back, select, align to the center, and slice. Erase the layers we don't need, and this is the one that we are going to use. Let's place it over here, and let's do the same with the rest. Send it to the back, place the letter on top, select, align, center, and slice. We're going to do the same with the letter M and E. And here are the stencils to be cut on Explore Air 2 or Maker. Now we're going to make the stencil to be cut on Explore Air 3 or Maker 3. Select, click on Weld. Let's go to Shapes, insert a square, click on the lock, and try to cover all the letters. Send it to the back, select both layers, align, center, and slice. And this is the stencil to be cut with a Maker 3 or a Cricut Explore Air 3. I don't have those yet, so I'm going to hide that one, and we're going to cut the individual letters. I'm going to select this one, group and hide. Now these ones are ready to be cut. Let's go to Make It, continue. I am going to cut them using permanent vinyl, so I'm going to select vinyl. Now let's go to the machine. Using the transfer tape, we're going to transfer the stencil to the wood. The transfer tape I have is smaller than the stencil, so I will use 2 pieces to cover the stencil. Remove the paper film and transfer the stencil to the wood. Then remove the transfer tape and reuse it to transfer the rest of the letters. I will go ahead and paint the letters using acrylic paint. When finished painting the letters, let them dry a little but not completely. Then remove the stencil and ready. Check the description down below for the list and links of the materials used in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video and press the notification bell. Thank you for your visit and I'll see you in my next tutorial.